Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 2009. Hold on, wait a minute. Alex! Did you put in F1 2018 again?
I didn't do anything, mate.
Why have we got this game?
Because, hang on, I've got an email. An email has come through. SFR does not have the right to play F1 2019, as they did not give a good enough exit to F1 2018. So we have to make up to them by doing one last farewell race on F1 2018.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speed Force Racing's farewell 2018 fun bonanza race. Right now we have 15 drivers who are ready to take on Austria, which was our voted for track for today. And me and Alex will be chatting here, talking about the Formula 1 game and our two experiences driving the 2019 Formula 1 game, which came out as of today. And I tell you now, I'm very much looking forward to next season.
Yeah, me too. I mean, JB described it as adult filming on wheels is the word I'm going to use, because I feel like the word he actually used is not PG, but a few adult films on wheels there. And the F2, let's chat about the F2 cars when they're loaded up. I didn't like them. You got used to them. I really hope we don't run them. I know they're not in multiplayer yet. I know they're not in multiplayer yet, but I hope we don't run them, because otherwise I'm going to give up, because I cannot drive them.
You gave it a decision. But with the the F2 cars are very tail happy. Very tail happy. We should have matched how they looked in the first season of it. The way they built up career mode, though, I mean, Alex skipped it. The way they built it up, in my eyes, was brilliant. They built it up an actual fight. They had voice acted characters. Not to spoil too much.
Oh no, I watched that bit. I just retired from every session because I couldn't drive the car.
He retired from every session. I won the championship, so it'll see who the better driver is.
The human male genitalia. What's his name? The rival. I keep forgetting his name. He's Australian or something though. I know our teammate's Webber.
He's Australian. He's name? British.
He sounded Australian.
No, he's brilliant. He's British.
I liked Webber because it's not Webber, is it? It's Webber.
Yeah. Hello, Golden Christmas.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to Codemasters. Thank you for giving us the F2 commentators as well. I know it's a little thing at the start of the race, but shout out. That was huge.
I'll tell you what, I've been on multiplayer.
I haven't.
I went on multiplayer. I took the plunge and went to multiplayer. And I tell you what, I've had 0 lag incidents. I've had 0 screen freezes. It seems that the game...
I had one game crash.
Oh, that normally happens anyway. I haven't had a game crash yet.
This was so weird, because also, I don't know, obviously a lot of people are going, the graphics don't look different, but they do. So
they do look different, now. They do. I think they look physically better on the new game.
It's because I've got, maybe because I've got like an extra gen PlayStation, I don't know, I've not got the oldest PlayStation.
I've got the oldest one, and I still think it looks good.
I think I've got 2nd generation. Anyway, we've got 15 drivers here today. Again, obviously there is no real competition, this is just for fun. But you got to say who's you pick to win.
Wow, chain game. Wow, this will be a good idea to see if any drivers of these 15 drivers will match up with their preseason test in 2019. When we get the preseason test started in 2 weeks' time, obviously we will start it.
It's 2 weeks' time.
In 2 weeks' time is when preseason testing will start.
I am pooing myself already. I'm not very good with setups, you see, so I'm very slow.
But no, so this is arguably, this is the height of where they should be on a game, isn't it? They are at the point where they are all possibly performing at their best they ever have done in the Formula 1 game, right at the end of a game's life cycle. So watching that, it is so weird to see that on there, a Force India on there. One gripe, though.
Also weird.
I got one gripe about the 2019 game, and that it's they you know how Codemasters have that footage of the game running round at the start of it to the F1 theme tune. The Mercedes in that is the pre body shape, so it's still the same nose as the Ferrari, the base Formula 1 body shape.
Sorry to cut you off, but Blazon K's already lost his wing. Drama here in the early starts driving my Toro Rosso, but I'm hoping to get called up to
your Toro Rosso. That's these are all my cars. I pay for these cars.
But no, I want to be in McLaren next season because it looks sexy.
So it's obvious now that he's wanting to emulate the Carlos Sainz move and move to the McLaren team. for 2019. That's a shock and a half. Who thought that was coming? Now I'm looking for any drive known to man that will take a driver that is like Robert Kubica, slow.
As long as I'm not in the Pink Panther, I'm alright.
It's not the Pink Panther, the Stroll team. The crap team.
Yeah.
I'm still not happy about Stroll. Nonetheless, yes, 2018.
No, to be fair though, he had a great drive in Canada. That was the first time I was like, he can drive.
He got lucky. He did strategy. Force India has always been good.
He still did good. I'm sorry, I'm going to disagree with that. I don't like him as a person, I don't. But he did a good drive there. That was...
On the subject of the 2018 game, what was so different about the 2018? No, the 2018 game. We're going to say goodbye to 2018 today. And we're going to usher in the era of 2019 soon. But 2018, what was different from 2017? Well, the biggest difference was the suspension changes, and that really did catch everyone out, didn't it, Alex?
I don't know. I never made setups.
Well, it wasn't the setup. The actual handling of the cars were slightly different to how they were previously. Less rigid, more unpredictability at the rear end.
I didn't find that, but it's just
that's because you run full traction.
Yeah, it's because I run assist. So yeah. Leave me my traction alone, alright? I pay for it with really bad starts, so shut up.
Golden Crimson, second driver on track. But yeah.
Blood and Sands, though, beating Crumpets. I mean, I know Crumpets is on the soft tyre there, but that's... I mean, Blood and Sands on 105.8, he's going to have to push on a bit harder there on the super softs. It's our last race we'll ever see the red striped super soft tyre.
Well, with the last race we'll see the red striped super soft tyres called the super soft tyres.
Yeah, that's why I said the red striped super. I didn't say this, but the last time we see the red striped tyre. I said.
I think the biggest notice is the last time we're going to be seeing the ultra soft tyres in SFR.
Somebody won the ultra softs. Please do it.
We'll see in the race because inevitably, knowing SFR will be raining and then it'll be dry again.
Laser Lord though, a strong time there on the super soft tyres. Great time there. Possibly a move up next season.
Gordon Crimson blocking Smelly Badger heavily on his lap time there. Smelly Badger is not going to be happy whatsoever.
He wasn't on a lap.
He wasn't
on a lap. He just finished one.
Smelly Badger was on a lap and he just blocked the house.
Blocking the musical, it seems to be.
You can still do a push lap after you've done a lap. You know that, don't you? You are aware of that. To be fair, you didn't make it normally fast being able to set a lap time, especially Austria. But anyway, we always rip each other apart.
Blazo K loses again!
You only want to talk about Blazo K because he's the Season 3 champion of
No, I like
GP3.
Blazo K. I appreciate Blazo K. I just caught him half spinning.
As he gets blocked, as he's blocking Golden Crimson, he's trying to come into the pit lane. Poor Golden Crimson has no idea what to do. What do I do here?
This is why I've announced that I am leaving Toro Rosso next season, because they're a shambles.
What on earth is he doing? If he cuts across, I'm going to be unhappy. No, he doesn't. Okay. He was preparing his lap time.
I doubt you can cut corners in this race, because it's not a league race.
No. You don't listen to what he's saying, because he is not an admin.
Neither are you.
Excuse me?
No, I'm joking. I can tell that I'm insulting JB now. JB, you are.
He's getting ideas above his station right here as we see Chain getting running with Daniel Ricciardo helmet.
Oh yeah, but this is a better version of it.
Why? Because it doesn't have Daniel Ricciardo's awful silly lines on it.
I like Daniel Ricciardo. Shut up, he's the best driver on the grid this season.
I like Daniel Ricciardo too, but at the same time he overtook people off track. Off the subject of real Formula 1, because that's all that
actually, let's talk about that.
No, I don't want to talk about it. Not on SFR stream. I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about Romain Grosjean. I want to talk about Romain Grosjean.
No, I want to talk about F1 and the F1 games, not real Formula 1.
But Romain Grosjean.
See Patsy saying he crashed in the pit exit.
So did Blazo K at the start. That's when he originally lost his wing, first time round. You can tell that JB is trying to be my dad because he's not letting me speak to myself. Freedom of speech is gone.
Freedom of speech is gone because you're on my term now. Your freedom of speech left when you got onto this circuit. Dr. Best you're coming through now.
I'm in the box.
Yeah, you're still on circuit. That's what it's called.
Which again, I don't know how I get up here considering there's no disabled access in the commentary.
No, but there's just a nice guy that looks like Andre the Giant that lifts you up and carries you up the stairs. That's an image I didn't want to handle.
Romain Grosjean is he is X-ray vision. No, Roman Grosjean's the Superman of F1.
Roman
Who disagree
Grosjean's not
with
going to
that?
be in Formula One next year, seeing as he's started to attack the
No.
team now.
It'll be Pastor Maldonado.
No, it won't be Maldonado because he won't go into Formula One again. He's had enough of it.
It's Gunther Steiner.
Yeah, Gunther Steiner will drive it. No. Off the subject of that, the F1 game, this was a big leap forward in the Formula 1 game. It was very different, but it wasn't
Right.
about its issues, obviously. We had major issues at the start, didn't we?
Sorry to cut you off, Blas. Kate's binned it again.
It's doing a nice impression of you in the Toro Rosso, isn't it?
No, I was not saying something completely wrong then.
See, the argument is, at least he made it to a car. Look at me, I didn't even get to one.
Yeah, that's because I destroyed your house early on. And
No,
yeah,
but
can Blas get Blas? Blas
Surely
is
down
nodding
to
on
other
that.
people. Surely
No,
down
I
to other
destroyed your
people.
car. I destroyed your car down in Bahrain.
No, it was in the first race. There was meant to be other people that were coming to do stuff, but they didn't actually turn up because why would they? No, this whole stream is going to be a good stream. We're going to be happy. We're not going to argue. What do you want about? Here's Steve Pasley.
I feel like it's not an Alex and JP stream if we don't argue about the little things in life.
Taser you so hard.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I love it. I can't help it.
What?
I can't help it. I love it. Steve Pasley with the ABS off.
What do you love? Excuse me?
Lively rear end. I love you. The DRS
Mate,
not
thank
opening
you.
again. Hold on. The DRS has not opened once more on the Renault.
And then
God,
a little race
I
with,
will not. One thing I will not be missing from F1 2018: those sodding Renault numbers. I still can't read them.
You don't need to. Where are the numbers? Where are numbers on any of the cars?
I know all of them. I know where all of them are.
I don't know. I don't even know they had numbers on them.
Oh my god. I swear. Plasma K jumps up into third place to match his teammate.
I didn't even know that in real life drivers had numbers.
Yeah,
I know
they
that
picked
you.
them.
I know that you become number one if you win the champ. I thought you were number one and no one else gets a number. I couldn't tell you. I thought it was 1 to 20. I couldn't tell you.
Golden Crimson, you need to really. In fairness, I know you're apologising there. Golden Crimson apologising, Spenny Badger on stream. But my advice, mate, check that in the pit lane rather than anything else. No, they do. Since 2014, they've picked their numbers from a list of 2 to 99.
I only found out Driver of the Day was a fan vote a week ago.
What do you do?
Well,
Do you
I'm
just,
on my phone.
like-
I start the race.
Well, to be fair, the races aren't that brilliant. But no, honestly, it was so bad. The last Grand Prix was so bad. I genuinely texted. I genuinely texted Lee midway through the Grand Prix saying, "Do not watch the Grand Prix. Watch the 5-minute highlights on YouTube. It might actually be entertaining then." Unless you're Dan.
Was it
is
for
on
5 minutes?
Well, it's 6 minutes apparently. Where they found an extra minute, I don't know.
All I'm saying is, I love that Lewis Hamilton complains and still wins by 12
Oh,
seconds.
don't get me started. I'm genuinely still angry about it. I haven't had
No,
enough
I think
coffee.
he's hilarious. I think he's hilarious. I love Lewis Hamilton this season.
No, I've had enough of it. I've had enough of Formula 1. I'm not even watching it at this point. Unless I'm
It's
back
the
in the pit
most
lane.
equal sport in the game.
I'm gonna kill you. Ryan Van Doom
Ryan!
jumped up. Hold on! Oh dear.
What?
Oh no. Just go on board with Ryan Van Doom. Where is he for you?
He's going up the DRS straight, the first one.
Oh, wonderful. I'm disconnected from him.
Okay, so if he's winning, I need to let you know.
This is another reason I will not miss 2018. The disconnection from people has been ridiculous.
Have you got that glitch in 2019 yet? I haven't been online because I have no friends. But where you don't see the drivers' names. Because
No.
that is going to get on my wick. Last year, there was, at the beginning of F1 2018, there was a glitch that you couldn't see any names, it was just the number.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that drove me up the wall.
Yeah, well, we used to restart everything. Psychomich getting a nice toe off the Williams. Oh, it's a southwest contact! There's big contact there between Ryan Van Doom. No, sorry, excuse me, that's not real contact. Let me calm down. Because
Yeah, Ryan
that,
Van Doom is currently on an in-lap.
I assume
so.
so.
The pits.
So what I'm seeing with Ryan Van Doom is not real. So nothing Ryan Van Doom does on the stream is bad unless Alex something goes, oh no, he's crashed.
I love how you got your spot on impression, by the way. I love how you got your like dramatic. Oh no! And you were like, calm down.
Calm down. What? I'm still pregnant. Yes. Golden Crimson.
What?
Whoa! Golden Crimson way out onto the grass now as he comes onto the pit straight. He lost the rear end right at the end. I'll tell you what.
He wants to head into F1 2019.
No, I'm actually gonna change that joke that you just made. I'm gonna bring up the first joke I ever made in 2018, which was he was using the new Honda upgrade, the lawnmower upgrade.
Honda. Alright, here's a question I got for you.
Honda make lawnmowers. That's funny.
How is Pierre Gasly the worst driver on this grid this season?
I told you we're not talking about real Formula One. As I break the game. No, because I'm actually going to throw something, and I'm not talking about it. I will not. I genuinely not talking about it. I'm going to throw something, and it's going to be heavy, and it's going to cost me a lot of money. Not my debtors, lads, okay? No, look, I have 2 bits of Formula One car in my room, and I don't want to break either of them.
You're really angry at Mon F1, aren't you?
I hate it. No, I have a race worn. I have a weight. I have a race worn Force India wheel nut, and
whatever a wheel nut is.
A wheel. It's the thing that holds the wheel on. You know, the thing that goes boom when they tie it on.
I called that the wheel pin, but
well, it's a wheel nut. It was branded wheel nut. I bought that. That was expensive. Then I bought then I have a Manor. I think it's the Marussia, from 2000. It might be that or 2013. Crankshaft. Oh yeah. I have no luck. I'm slowly building a Formula One competitor for 2020. I just need extra bits. So if you will donate to building my Formula One car, all you have to do is strip your car and attach it onto Alex's face.
This is a person thing. I wouldn't want any bits of an F1 car.
I love bits of Formula One cars.
No, because like I don't really see the point in collecting it. It's like here's a bit of Lewis Hamilton's left wheel. It's like.
Well, it wouldn't be bit of his left wheel, in fairness, because his left wheel, they sell the wheels in full sizes. As Mazalor goes fastest of all in the Alfa Romeo. Obviously, this is the last race of officially looking at it, saying it as the Sauber. Because it's full Alfa Romeo the next one. They still call it Alfa Romeo Sauber because, you know, who wouldn't?
Also, there's going to be fastest lap points, which is insane.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be fun. We didn't do it this season for one reason.
How much of career mode have you done on the new game?
I have signed for a team, and I have sat down in the team box. I've signed for Williams because I like Williams.
Why?
Because I like Williams.
They have the worst design of the season.
No,
without question.
They have the worst. They have the worst fans of the season. Oh wait, me.
No, wait. No, they have genuinely. Their car is the ugliest on the circuit.
It's not. In fairness, because Red Bull's horrendous nose pisses me off. And yes, I am swearing. That's how bad it is.
What is a nose?
What is an? Oh my god! I swear. Please, someone give Alex lessons before we get to a Formula One Grand Prix.
I don't like knowing the ins and outs. I just call it the front wing. What part's the nose?
The nose
the bit
is
that's
the
near
middle
the ground.
of the front wing.
They all look the same.
No, they don't.
I mean, yeah, they have like little mini
design. That's the equivalent of looking at all the children in the world and going, they all look the same. They should all get the same amount of food. None of it.
No, all I'm saying is they have little differences, but none of them look ugly or pretty.
Yes, they do. They do look ugly or pretty.
I like the ones from like 2014, 2013, where they drip down. Is that the bit you're on about?
Are you referring to the sex aid noses of 2014?
The ones that were like really long and looked hilarious. Those were the best looking F1 cars because they look absolutely hilarious.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, he truly is just a F1 meme fan. I wanted to make this about the game, but I guess not. I guess we're going to talk about F1 in general.
All I'm saying is, man, is that they looked funny, but they didn't look like race cars. They looked like you drive at a carnival.
What would a race car look like? In your eye? What would would it be a... Oh my Christ. Lightning McQueen's not even a real car. He's not.
Hey, don't ruin that. Don't ruin that for the children.
He's not, because the simple fact is about Lightning McQueen.
This is a Peggy 3. This is a
not.
Peggy 3.
It is not when you're here, I'll tell you that now. He's not, because he's a blend of Corvettes and
Right.
other cars used in NASCAR.
Right.
There's
I'm
almost
sorry
a
to
block.
say-
It's a big blocking incident. No, it's damn, this Ryan Van Doom thing's gonna aggravate me.
No, all I'm saying is, you said it's not when I'm around. Yeah, in this stream, sorry to swear again, you said the word piss. And you're the one having at me for breaking the Peggy 3.
You pushed me to it. You pushed me to it.
You were talking about the F1 game, not even me.
I was at one point. I don't even remember. Were we even on the F1 game? Oh, crikey. Farewell race. Yes, it is. Because I can't spell, in fairness. And that's what it is. I haven't.
So what have you called it?
I've called it a farewell race. I put it in there. I just haven't put the hyphen in there because I had to type it in quickly. Linell on a laptop currently in P5.
SFR Linell holding the flag. I don't know whether he'll be driving next season. I don't know any of the drivers next season, honestly.
From what we looked at the list, there are certain drivers that are coming back next season. There are certain drivers that are not coming back next season. Who knows? If Che Wow goes fastest in the Williams, he'll bat a lot this
Well, the
season.
Super Softs. Yeah, Super Softs.
Oh,
You know what
see Pasley crashing in pit lane heavily, flinging his tyre off, which should not be possible at all as I go through puberty again. See Pasley showing why he lost the championship.
Ryan
for God's sake!
What?
I just pressed the wrong button.
Guys, JB hasn't had his meds today, alright? So if he randomly shouts for God's sake,
I'm not on meds anymore.
anymore. Yeah, after the incident.
There may have actually been an incident. Gordon Crimson now chasing Cedric Crumpets. Cedric Crumpets, who has no time left to do lap times, he should pay back into pit lane.
Now crossing the line.
Oh, in pieces, as a Williams often does. Crossing the line now is Gordon Crimson in the Toro Rosso. He goes P1 as a big crash. This is basically showing what the 2018 game was, which is just a living crash.
That's qualifying for you, and I think Shane Gainwell might be putting in if he might not be quick next game, but if he is, he's putting a good side. So maybe perhaps I should be in GP2 or Prem even, low Prem, high GP2. That's what I say. But Golden Crimson though, miles above the rest, 6/10.
There will be oh, sorry, I've actually got to quickly respond to a message. Do you mind just taking us through the grid for me?
I can absolutely. Once looked a bit laid back today because again it's not a league race. It's like if you had Pastor Maldonado in the comments box. What would be your dream commentary duo?
The guy who does WEC and Ben Edwards.
I don't know who that is. Anyway, Golden Crimson took pole with a time of 1:04.162. 6/10 behind him. On the Super Softs was Shane Gainwell, Laserlord third, Blunt Sands fourth, Ryan Van Doom fifth, Colours 6th, Crumpets 7th, Blaz 8th, Linell 9th, Electrodad 10th, and everyone else who will have free tyre choice is Smelly Badger, Psychomich, Pasley, Dr. Special Energy, and GA, or Gogs as he was formerly known. I think that's him. It might not be, I don't know. I will be honest, but I think it is. They're doing a good enough job. Oh, I don't know, do I?
It is Gogs. How many times do I say it's Gogs?
I don't none to me personally. I don't watch the streams and I'm not in them. I only
looking to do commentary for F1 2019. There is a commentary spot opening in SFR. If you can stream as well, that'd be very helpful, seeing as the fact that I need a holiday. I don't watch the streams because I bought a coffee machine the other day.
No, guys, you need to understand. No, listen.
I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking.
No.
I'm gonna keep talking.
GP2 engine, GP2.
Fight me, Alonso. Alonso's crap.
Karma.
I've marshalled Alonso, and I tell you now, he's not as good as you think he is. The amount of times he lost his
Alonso, Alonso is a better driver than you'll ever be.
At least he can drive, unlike you. At least he can commit to a full season in 2 divisions, unlike you.
That's harsh.
I know. That's why I said it.
Also, I drive 24/7, so shut up. IRL.
Damn! You always beat me with that card.
So I drive better than you, mate, because I drive all the time.
I swear, if there's a wheelchair found at the canal, I'm gonna give it to you.
Turns out JB won't be included in the F1 2019
No, because I'll be in prison. Because over that will be in Broadmoor at this rate.
He's in a mental institution because I broke him.
Oh, yeah, it isn't you that broke me. It's Lee, repeatedly, in the bedroom.
Anyway, guys, as well, there might be
With
a
a
new
stick.
series coming to the SFR. There might be a new series coming to the SFR channel soon.
No, did you
so-
not hear? We're not streaming on YouTube next season.
Are we not?
No, we're streaming exclusively on Pornhub.
Can't you see? Oh dear. I was like, are we moving to Twitch? I was like, what's going on?
No, exclusively to other websites that will not be named.
You just said it.
Can you tell what 2018
Sorry.
does to us? We become children. 2019, first race
No,
will be
but
absolute-
genuinely,
of the 2019 game,
no,
of
let
the
me
first
finish
race,
my point.
on round 1 we'll be nice and professional. Come round 2, we'll be knackered. Honestly, we'll
All I'm
just
saying
be
is
back to
that
how we
I-
are now.
There may be a new series on the F1 channel. I don't know whether DB's been made aware yet, but there will be a new series possibly coming to the channel.
I won. Yes,
I'm
if
not
I
even taking the mic. Yeah,
I don't know these things. Anywho,
I
Let's have a
shall
look at the
tell
race.
you after the stream.
the final race
Anyway,
of the
I'm
2018
looking at
game
Blaz.
on the final race of the 2018 game on SFR. Pulses is Ryan Van Doom, but I can't see him. Lights are out. The drivers are away now, and this is it for F1 2018. Gordon Crimson racing the ghosted Ryan Van Doom, who's disappeared off my screen, and now he's in P1 ahead of Chain Game Wow in P2. And it's a racing point. It's pointing in the wrong direction. Definitely racing in the wrong direction into the barrier. Well, that was an interesting start already, showing why is that the Ferraris going side by side into the hairpin. It's almost contact with Alfa Romeo. There is not, though, and Haas is going side by side. Haas, there a question, and Cedric Crumpets with a time penalty there.
All I'm saying is, so you can see Ryan Van Doom now, because you said nearly contact with the Alfa Romeo, and he did have contact with them. Also, he was never on pole. It was Golden Crimson all from the start.
He was on pole
That's
for a
the
second
point.
for me. Where's he now? For you?
6th.
He's 14th, can't see him. Okay.
Oh, he's off! Ryan Van Doom off in the gravel.
Side by side, T. Pasley making contact with Smelly Badger. Smelly Badger, who's heading to GP3 next season, is looking very excited.
But no, genuinely at the minute though, Golden Crimson is away at the moment. Immediately Electro Dan though on Blaz MK. Keep your eyes on this one. This is the closest on-track battle, I think. Yes, it
Look
is.
at
without a
Blaz
doubt.
MK's straight line speed. Look at that. Is that
He's-
the
he's
Honda
getting
engine, or is that
he's,
just...
he's getting slipstream from God Colours, or Colours to God if you like. But Blaz MK now here up the hill. He's going to be able to use this to defend, but we know what Electro Dad's like. He's got nothing to lose. Does he send out the inside? He's thinking about it.
Daniel
Under
Ricciardo,
braking, he brakes
move.
later.
Oh,
Can't
that's
do it yet,
decent.
though.
Slight
Can't do it
decent
yet.
contact there.
That was your screen. That was
No.
your screen. Because there was nothing on my.
No, they
contact
didn't
at all.
actually make contact, but you saw Blaz MK's rear tyre sliding like there was contact. So there was contact on Blaz MK's screen, not on Electro Dan's screen.
Oh, anyway, Electro Dan though, we know he's possibly going to be at the field. God Collins are struggling so far on their soft tyres, need to get a bit more warmth into them. But one man that isn't struggling is Electro Dan. He's got a bit more heat into the stage of the race, which might come to Golden Crimson's favour later on. But Blaz, he needs to get past these guys really for his strategy, doesn't he, JD?
He definitely does. He needs to get playing up with the big boys and passing the guys running these soft tyres sooner rather than later. Obviously, these soft tyres that we all now will be seeing soon as DRS is enabled.
I tell you what, as Electro Dan though, is he going to stick on the inside to turn one?
Not
Not the
turn
best place
one.
to overtake. But DRS is now enabled, and I think we'll get out the hill here. Yes, we will. And now in the slipstream is Electro Dan. This is going to help him here. The only thing that's helping Blaz is that he's also got DRS. But Electro Dan is a lot closer than Blaz is to God Colours. Electro Dan this time doesn't go for it, but has to go wide just because he breaks so much later than that Toro Rosso. And now as we go down this DRS straight, Blaz is actually almost closer to God Colours, but not enough
Dr.
here.
Special
Electro
Energy
Dan's-
passing the Haas teammate down the inside at the bottom of the hill. He's passing him, and now there comes Smelly Badger in the McLaren trying to follow him through. It hasn't happened. There's a big contact now with Smelly Badger.
Contact! Oh,
Pushes the rear.
no.
I said there was contact, and there we go. Psychovic luckily getting away with it only with a scuffed broken front wing, and Smelly Badger now seeing why he does not want to be signed for McLaren next season.
Obviously,
Spoilers.
there is no stewards results, but I touched the racing incident. I didn't think there was
Well,
anyone at fault
no,
there really.
Though there's no stewards there's no stewards investigations. The stewards are off on holiday, probably in Malta, knowing them, drinking and smoking as they often do. But that still doesn't mean that drivers are just gonna smack people off and all that on an SFR
no.
stream.
I was just saying that I'm now allowed to comment because
I'm building on
I can. But yeah, don't smoke or drink, kids. Anyway, Electro Dan, he's gonna go around the outside. Here he goes.
Ferrari's trying to swap positions, and he's done it. What a move for Electro Dan.
Yeah, got a lot more traction anyway. Back on this.
Ferrari contact.
Can Collins the God get around at the inside of Crumpets? He can. Crumpets going to do the switchback if possible. He's got the space there. Good teamwork there from these guys. They're fair racing each other. He's going to be on the outside and there's not. Oh, he's going for the switchback again. Contact made. Front wing. Bit of carbon fibre off the centre. Crumpets Ferrari losing downforce in the corner there. If I was him, I'd go on soft. You can't run to the end. But you can sure damn hope for a safety car. I know in this game it doesn't exist. But he's going to have to box.
Apparently, red flags exist in the new game. Like, we haven't seen one of those in how long?
But no, he's got no downforce. Crumpets. He needs to. He can't hold up his team at least.
I think he's Crumpet right now. Never sent him one.
I don't like Crumpets. But
I like Crumpets. They're great. Sending Crumpets with a 3-second time penalty is right.
I don't like much things. Anyway, here comes Crumpets on God. Knowing he's got damage, is he gonna overtake Good Colours? No, yet. But
he's getting annoyed, isn't he?
Oh, Electro Dan there broke a lot later and kind of didn't get enough room. And Glasson K is slowly falling back. But here comes Crumpets now. He's in the slipstream. Is he going to go around the outside? Is he going to switch it back again? This didn't end well from last time. Good line from God Colours, though. Didn't really give Centre Crumpets an answer there, did he, JB? Didn't give him a chance.
I wasn't looking. I apologise. I was looking around.
The downforce issues for Centre Crumpets, though. You see around the later, Electro Dan in the Renault is going to be all over the back of him. Actually, is now. Sorry for not. Oh, Blas has lost it!
That's okay, not his day, he said earlier, and now the Toro Rosso is not enjoying itself even more.
Speaking of Renault, so look at Pasley on the back of Dr. Special Energy.
How did you get Renaults on the Toro Rosso?
I was talking about Electro Dan like 2 seconds ago. Here comes Pasley, DRS enabled in the slipstream. Is he going to go around the outside of a Special Energy? He is, but he's going to try and commit the switch back to the Special Energy that holding shut in the middle of the circuit, but now it's going to be a sure done move as he's going to go up the inside as Pasley up into turn 3, I think it is. I don't know, 2.
It is turn 3. So I don't know how they managed to found that second
but here
turn
comes
there.
Special Energy. Here comes Special Energy back at it. And he's got TRS as well. Pasley, no answer right now. This is a good battle. But right now, the battle for P4 is holding up. But as we go through here, Special Energy runs deep. It gives the opportunity for Pasley to go for a move, but nothing doing. But, Special Energy gets one tire on the grass. He's a bit tail happy going into this corner. Pasley gets a better run, but again, there's not enough chance of overtaking it. What have we seen, JB?
I think I'm a ventriloquist dummy. I think I only talk when you don't want to talk. See Pasley on the attack. We're seeing him really struggle behind another car. Things I've noticed from F1 2019 is the fact that you can actually go flat in a rouge on a base setup. There you go, folks, if you want to know. That seems to be more fun. But now you see the Renault again behind Dot Special Energy. He's got to line this up and get through. Sector 1 and 2. It's Gordon Crimson! Gordon Crimson is out of the race!
Also, Blood and Sands and Swanee Badger are battling.
Yeah, but Gordon Crimson, the race leader, is out!
No, but they're glitched to JB.
Oh,
look at them.
Found bloody
Can you see this?
Yes.
Sonny Battle just jumped. Gordon Crimson, they're out of the race.
Why did
that glitched again. Here they go again! Oh my lord!
Okay, well I'm going to ask you to slip off that picture because we're not looking at that because that game is terrible. See Pasley finally making his way past Dot Special Energy, but on the run up into the third sector, still side by side, still close to making contact, but Jordan not giving away down the inside. Psychovic gone as well. Psychovic, this was his last race in Haas. He said he was looking for other drives. And there's a big Haas. Dr. Special Energy having a big slide, but luckily these rich energy special powers managed to catch him and keep him going.
I think the thing that took out.
My goodness me!
I think the thing that took out Psychovic actually was the weird monster thing that was created, and it's been created again here, guys.
Electro Dan fighting Centre Crumpets now, trying to go round and down the inside. He's close, and he has made a move stick on the front right now. The 88 car is going to have to give it up. Or is it 89? I can't see from this distance.
I don't know, because I don't know the numbers.
It's 69. Is it 60? It's 69. 69.
Laser Lord, though, is beginning to close in on Chain Game, even though Laser Lord is on the Ultra Softs.
Well, of course he's on. If he was going to close it, if he's on the Ultra Softs. But yeah, so our race leader now.
You would think that the tyre wear would take into effect, and that Chain Game would be the faster car. After Blood and Sands and
after Golden Crimson's accident at turn 2, we now have Chain Game WoW as our race leader. Laser Lord is in P2 and Gold Colours is in P3. Electro Dan P4, then P5 is Centre Crumpets. P6 is Lino. Hold on, where's Ryan Van Doom in this for you?
He's 8th right now.
Centre Crumpets has actually just left the session, so Ryan Van Doom will no longer be 8th, he will be 7th. So lag outs. Hopefully that's sorted for the new game. I haven't actually experienced anyone lagging out mid range. I don't see any major lag.
Mate, we need to keep our eyes on the battle for the top. Laser Lord is closing right on Chain Game. Wow. It's 5/10 here, but within a lap or so, I think it's going to be a lot closer. Colours though, he's sort of left Electro down the dust right now. As interestingly, I don't get what's going on with Bun Sands and that.
Glad to see now that Alex actually does want to talk about hearing about what's happening on track other than earlier. Golden Crimson has rejoined us. Golden Crimson Centre Crumpets has rejoined us as now.
Blaz is retired.
Blaz? Oh, both Toro Rossos are out. That sums up Toro Rosso's season.
Well, they got a win to start with, so they can't do much. But Laser Lord now dipping out of the DRS detection area. It's changeover time. This is the cut-off point. We know that Laser Lord's just going to push for the one stop because he's got nothing to lose. But it's just now set to 3 yellows. I really hope this isn't anything too big. They're still there, but I can't see why. Oh, it's Blood and Sands.
Blood and Sands is out of the race. This shows how difficult this game was.
Ryan Van Doom has gone wide as well, and this allowed him to get overtake. I know you can't see this, but Dr. Spice Wonder is about to go up the inside here for an overtake. Has he got the move done? It's hard to say. Great exit there from Ryan Van Doom, allows him to hold 7th position. Neither of them opening DRS, and Dr. Spice Wonder is slowing down.
Virtual safety car has been deployed here in Austria for an incident which I can't see because it must have involved Ryan Van Doom.
No, it didn't. It must have been the Blood and Sands incident, but it was long ago. So the virtual's out, and hopefully it's isn't a glitch or it just stays.
If it is, then we will be going again. But now, Chain Game WoW, considering no, he does not. And at that point, if you were Laser Lord, would you have gone into pit lane? We go back to Green Flag Racing, and he's had a bad exit, his Laser Lord, and also, he chases down Chain Game WoW.
I don't know how it's happened, but look how close God Colours has got.
And he got the thing. Well, I think what happened under the virtual safety car, Laser Lord and Chain Game WoW tripped over each other, trying to work out what they're going to do with Delta and all that, and they've ended up with Chain Game God Colours right on the inside. But here comes Laser Lord on the inside of the Williams. Last year, we will be seeing the Williams with those lovely blue stripes on it, which would be the Martini. But here comes God Colours with the white highlights on his Ferrari, trying to go down and round the outside. It isn't happening as he goes down the hill. And Laser Lord, lots of screen freezes there as he tries to get up and inside, and Laser Lord's tyres are done more than my chance at racing in this league. Actually, that's not right at all. That's completely mean. But looking at the tyres have come back at him. That's completely mean. I do apologise, sir.
God Colours there, he's got the job done. And, you know, can he go on to win this race? He's certainly the favourite. I mean, Chain Game is there, but he's not particularly quick. I think he's cooked his tyres too early. Pushing and pushing. I don't think it's game over for Chain Game, but God Colours is sitting, excuse the pun, but he's sitting in the driver's seat for the win, isn't he, JB, at this stage? Because he's running long.
Well, we'll see what happens. He's got to build the gap first, and anything can happen in Formula 1, and something just did happen. God Colours with a 3-second time penalty added to his time for cutting turn 1. Svenny, C. Pasley pits for new tyres. I think he'll be heading to mediums. No, softs? So, what? Are they softs? They are softs going on the car. So is he too stopping?
The softs is the hardest compound you can get.
Oh, fair point. Sorry, I'm completely blonde right now.
You are. This is not F1 2019.
Oh, I really want that game to be on the screen. Goal colours are now attacking
I
chain
mean,
game. Wow.
I don't know what the spectator menu looks like.
I have, and it looks
So-
better than this. It looks properly real.
Do you get more info? Do you get more info?
No.
Oh,
But it looks
that might
pretty.
be nice. We need to
Jake
get weather
Hillwell-
info.
No, what we need are bloody penalties. The +3 or a +6 or a plus. Oh my god, this guy's Lionel and he's got way too many penalties. Laser Lord dropping down past it as Laser Lord falls into pit lane now. He's going to light up the pit lane with his show. Golden Crimson is our Anthony Davidson right now because he's saying that Gold Colours has a huge advantage to everyone else. As he passes, will be going to the end. Here comes Gold Colours to the inside of turn 3. It's an aggressive move. It does pay off, and a man with a Daniel Ricciardo tribute helmet.
No, because the thing is, though, mate, he's not wrong. God Colours is in. I said this. You're very much like God Colours is very much the guy in the game, the driving seat here for the win.
I didn't deny it.
You're like a pantomime villain.
I love how you're sat there and you're like, no, I said it first. I should be awarded first. I'm doing it. You're like a petulant child.
No, I'm just saying you're. I'm just saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're wrong.
I'm going to kick you to the party in a minute.
I'm allowed to say whatever I like. We're not in a seasoned race.
You're not allowed to because you're still representing SFR.
All I'm saying is, yeah, well, you've not done a good job. You mentioned the website you mentioned earlier, representing SFR. What?
Not
well, that's what I'm saying.
GA attacking Special Energy. Special Energy making a big mistake there as GA looking to go up the inside. That works work down to Jordan making the mistake. He's going to look to pull into pit lane, but there's a lot of damage on the Haas's front wing.
Tell you what, there is chain game out of this one. There's a battle still going.
Check for 2 and 3 yellow flags. Can you look at those with Bobby Ryan? It's not Ryan.
It looked like Ryan Van Doom. He's got a lot of stuff on his tyres. He's coming into pit lane. Yeah, there's Ryan Van Doom.
So Ryan Van Doom pulls into pit lane. I got the notification he's in pit lane. What position is he in for you?
10th.
Okay, he's in 11th for me, so... Yeah, he's on track. So I got the notification that he's actually in pit lane, and yet the notification that he's retired from the session. In some ways, bad form, because he retired. No, sorry, not bad form on his part, just like, oh dear, he retired, sadness. But in other ways, yes, I don't have a decent car anymore, so we can actually watch all the racing.
But, here we go then. How many finishes are we gonna get, JB? We are about almost halfway to our last race of the game. And to be fair, chain game, he's not fell away, really. He's consistently stuck in DRS here. He's not had a bad run. What lap do you expect him to come in though, JB?
With chain game, well, I'm theorising about lap 17, 16, 17 might be the earliest. Any longer?
No, well, no, because if he's on softs, no, that's what you'd expect if you're on like softs. If you can run about 17 laps, then why?
I didn't get to drive in these cars this season, so I don't know.
Was there a tyre upgrade in between?
No, because I didn't get to drive these cars in any season of the 2018 game.
Did you not get to drive at all?
No.
Get good noob. Oh.
Finish your season. At least I did that.
At least I won a race.
I won a championship. Chain game well, putting into pit lane.
Well, I won at Australia.
I won a championship.
Driving a McLaren Honda. No. That's from the Classic Series, right?
Actually, I did drive a McLaren Honda. And a McLaren Ford.
Ford, we're in F1.
Oh my god in heaven.
I only found out that Michael Schumacher drove in the 90s, like, the other day.
Jim Clark's car was
Who?
Oh,
did you hear what I said before though about Schumacher?
Yes, I did. I'm going to buy you a book for Christmas that details the entire expansions of Formula 1. I'm going to use it to beat you to death with it.
Yeah, I didn't know that Schumacher was...
lane.
I didn't know that Schumacher was driving. I thought his original run was like 2007. So.
What? He was retired in 2007. You're an idiot.
I was 6. F1 was better. No, F1 is better now.
No, it wasn't. No, it isn't. It's better now. It's better then.
Michael Schumacher could never drive.
I'm gonna break your legs.
Just doing that to annoy you. No, but honestly, I didn't know that Schumacher drove in the 90s. I thought
You
it
are
was
gonna
like
give me a
early 2000s
stroke,
driver.
young man. You really are.
One person I didn't know
into pit lane.
One thing I was interested in, I
You
didn't know
nailed it to pit
Rosberg
lane.
drove for Williams. I didn't know Rosberg drove for Williams. That was interesting.
GA getting a time penalty. Did you not know that Daniel Ricciardo drove for HRT?
I did. The Hormone Replacement Team 2011.
Do you know what round it was his first round?
Silverstone.
Yeah. The best circuit in
Yeah,
Formula 1.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It's either Russia or Monaco.
You know what? The first race I won of the 2019 game online was Monaco, and I was 2 seconds quicker than everyone else because they kept crashing.
See, this is me and JP getting everything out before the new game. We can start fresh.
No, there's still going to be new stuff in the new game. There's still going to be new stuff.
Yeah, but no, but that's why we're starting afresh, so when it builds up again. No, but it's very hot here in the UK. I don't know how it is in Austria, but where we are in the studio in the UK is not allowed.
I don't know where you are on the circuit.
As a commentator, is actually in Austria.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
They
I
have
thought
a
they were in
big
the studio.
How does Martin Brundle go from commentating? Does he get on a really fast like jet? Is there something that Sky haven't told us about having a jet plane and they just appear in Austria? Do they have a TARDIS?
Oh no! As soon as the race is finished, I turn it off. I don't look at the interviews.
What's the Oh my Christ in heaven!
I don't watch qualifying.
If anybody wants to stream for SFR, I need a holiday and I need a stint in Broadmoor after this one.
What's Broadmoor?
A mental institution.
I thought Formula. Okay, more dumb things.
I'm gonna retitle the stream. Alex is a word.
No, do you want more dumb things?
It's just gonna really aggravate me because I can feel the actual stress tension appearing in my head.
I thought Formula E was the fifth
hold
division.
on. Sorry, I let you down. I thought I was changing well for a second. Gold Colours pits, and with a time penalty now, Gold Colours will have an advantage, but he will also have a time penalty. Here comes Chain Game Wow. Where will they be? On exit.
He also got held up, Gold Colours, so I think Chain Game might have an advantage here. But again, it's going to close this one.
It's so close. He's coming through the hairpin now. They're going to be side by side on exit. And right now, Gordon Cruise is ahead, but River Chigueroa has got the hotter tyres. He's on the run up to the inside. He has to stay wide. He cannot make contact with this car. They're close together. They're running up towards turn 3. They don't touch. Luckily, Williams and Ferrari battling as if they did in the 70s. Well, not 70s, in the 80s. And then 90s, and then nowhere else because they're crap. Now down the inside, he's almost win a championship in 03. Down the inside now is Tenge Wow, and they make contact.
Ooh.
And Wowie, the god, is moved down.
That was a fair move there from Chain Game. Harsh but fair in my opinion. Electro Dance and Ultra Soft for some reason. I don't really get that one.
Aggressive move from Chenge Wow as he snaps across the Ferrari's nose, and Jordan is out. Dr. Special Energy has retired from the session. Gokas, wow, lots of moving there. Lots of excessive moving from Chenge Wow there, I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if Gordon Crimson's face is the same colour as his car right now. It's not Gordon Crimson, it's Gold Close's car.
I think they're enjoying it, mate. To be honest, I think there's no love loss.
There's a lot of love lost, I think, by the looks of it. DRS Open on Gold Colours' car as Chenge was going to try and stick with it. Chenge's got some amazing setup on this car right now, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, but is he going to go around? Yes, he is going to go around. That's an unorthodox move and he runs deep.
He couldn't do anything because Gold Colours was hounding him around the track. They both gave as good as they got there, you know?
You only get what you give, sorry.
No,
I thought Formula E was the 5th division of Formula 1.
Oh, I'm going to kill you.
Only because it was E.
It's got no connection to Formula 1.
Well, I didn't know that. It's got
no connection whatsoever.
I thought every motorsport with Formula in it had something to do with F1.
No.
Like I thought NASCAR
Formula.
at one point was affiliated. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I've never even heard of that. What is that?
If anybody wants to
I
have
don't know
another
what-
commentary seat, preferably one that actually knows
no,
about racing
genuinely,
cars.
it's Super Formula or something. Like,
Super
what is
Formula
Super Formula?
is literally is like it's faster than Formula 2, but slower than Formula 1. It's like the Japanese version of Formula 2, and it's where most drivers go off to. See, Ed Gasly went over to it. It's brilliant. But it's where most drivers go after they win Formula 2, and then they come back here to Formula 1.
Is that on TV?
Well, it's on motorsport.com. Next time for C Pasley.
Whatever the hell that is.
Oh, I've given up. I'm actually going to leave in a minute. I'm going to physically get up and leave.
What then? Do I know what motorsport.com is? Is this me being really dumb?
You just watch only Formula 1, don't you? You don't watch anything else. See Pasley on the attack now, passing Centre Crumpets, who's under pressure now.
Speedway,
go around
but no
that does not count as a sport, that counts as punishment on drivers, especially with the fact that lovely girl broke her arm. See Pasley attacking the Golden Cruise. I don't know her name, all I saw was her face, and I thought she was brilliant.
This isn't me being sexist, but no girls drive speedway boats.
There are some girls that drive some bikes that involve dirt. She might have been a British bike somewhere.
That's not.
And Electra Dan trying to go around the outside of Chain Game. Well, the Dutch driver is going to battle on with the Brit, but this time Electra Dan comes across the top, though he's in trouble with those tyres.
To be fair though, mate, considering this is like a little fun goodbye race, Chain Game and Chain Game's have been put through it, hasn't he? You to defend, he's attacked. He's
been driven off the track by Electra Dan there, and I've gone Scottish. We're in trouble. I've gone off Scotland now. We're in deep trouble now. That's more Irish, so who cares at this point?
Chain Game dive bomb! Chain Game dive bomb with Electra Dan side by side until he gets a better exit, and using the sometimes I've killed JP. But around the outside goes to Williams, but on the inside is that Renault. Cyril will be in the pit lane.
Squirrel.
Loving this.
Squirrel. It's Squirrel irritable. Everyone knows that. Not Cyril irritable. Squirrel irritable. That's still the best.
I thought his second name was irritable.
No,
I thought his second name was irritable.
Habitable.
What?
Cyril Habitable.
But it's not even started with A, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, A.
I'll be honest.
Habitable.
Too difficult for me to say, I'll be honest.
Habitable. Squirrel Habitable. Damn it, I scored a Squirrel. Cyril Habitable. Cyril's a cool name. I might call my son Cyril.
Also, to be fair though, do you know something I don't understand? My friend didn't know that Bruno Senna and Elton Senna were related.
Yeah, he's
I don't get how you... Yeah, I don't get how you don't know that though. Like, that's clear.
Well, in fairness, there's a lot of people that just have different names. You know, there are Hamiltons around that aren't related to Lewis.
I feel like you're very disappointed in my knowledge of F1 though.
I'm sickened. Linnell attacking Laserlord now, as Laserlord's going to have to give up the position on such worn tyres. He's going to not give it up willingly though.
No, I think Laserlord has got a point to prove. He's got that cut-off point for me of going up to another division. He's going to have to let Linnell go through.
I don't know what you're talking about cut-off point. There's no cut-off point. I don't know what you're on about.
No, but you get what I mean.
You've got your facts entirely wrong, because we take knowledge from the last season in results, but most of the stuff.
That's what I mean.
Most of the stuff. Let me talk, because most of the stuff is done on the 2019 game in the pre-season testing. Essentially, because it's extremely wide there.
All I'm saying is on his pace here, he's roughly at that cut-off point, in quotes, that he could go up a division on this game's pace alone. I don't know what he's like in 2019. Anyway, Supazzi and Centre Crumpets are at it again. Supazzi showing yellow on his fuel there, as Pazzi goes up the inside, can't get the move done. Oh, it's going to be difficult. JP again, the tensions are... There's been a lot of battling here, hasn't there?
There truly has been, and the drivers showing exactly why they, even though it's a farewell race, they don't care. They're still just going to hear, it's like, oh, it's a race, we're going to race. We're going to go for it like absolute billio. And this is all they do. They love racing here at SFR, and this is what we love to do.
Yeah, but like again, this is a point to prove everyone. The new season's on the way. They want to prove that this is how fast I am on this game. Think about the next one. I don't know how many people have actually got the game yet. I cannot wait to uninstall this and sell it for like 10 quid. But
you know what I'm selling? I'm not selling mine. I'm keeping it.
I don't keep games.
Oh, Cindy Crumpets, big mistake
Cindy
there.
Crumpets
Cindy
goes
Crumpets
wide.
clouts the curb, sending him out wide as one tyre turns right, the other tyre turns left, getting hooked on the curb. Luckily, the tracking will not be affected on that car. See Pazzi gone deep.
Also,
See Pazzi in trouble because Cindy Crumpets coming up and round.
yeah, Pazzi's got to have to wait for the DRS. I think he'll get him again on the DRS down the next straight. But again, the mistakes being made by both these drivers in a scrap for P6 here. This is a good scrap. But yeah, also another fact of Alex. There's no DRS opening on Steve Pazzi. I think he's got a DRS failure again.
Yeah,
he had one in qualifying.
That's unfortunate for Steve Pazzi. I'm craning down to try and look into his wing mirror, see if it's open on there or if it's just a visual glitch. No, it's not opening. So Steve Pazzi has no DRS. Now maybe is that the start of a hydraulic problem for the Renault? Lando Norris, thank you for telling me that.
Is that a thing in this game?
No,
is that a thing in this game?
Not.
They should do that though. They should do that. You're nursing this issue.
I still think we should have rear wing damage on the Formula 1 game, so we don't have that.
No, I think we need more. But they've done a good job this year in this game. I can't wait till they do next year. But anyway, Crumpets make a mistake again, going into this corner, which is going to make him vulnerable. As we go down the back straight now, they're going to enter their 26th lap here in Austria, the Red Bull Ring, which is happening this weekend, coincidentally. But here comes Pazzi now, up the hill with DRS in high ERS mode. Crumpets trying to make it the slipstream. He hasn't got as much ERS to use, but here comes Pazzi now as he's going to go the inside. No, he's going to wait for the straight. Smart move. But he's one deep then, just going to give him the best exit. Gets a battle of oversteer as we go down the back straight now. His DRS is open, down here again. This obviously last lap, if he had the DRS available to him, I think he would be able to keep his position, but this time Crumpets just does enough.
11 laps remain here in Austria, and our leader is Colours the Gods in P1 ahead of Electrodan by 4 seconds. Electrodan obviously running the ultra soft tyres. He will not be able to go to the end on these tyres. If he does, then I will give him a medal, and I'll take it back because I remember I don't have any money. Chenge Wow is in P3 though.
Yeah, good result from Chain Game. Certainly, but mate, I've got to be honest. Crumpets gets it all very wrong again in this section. He got one wheel on the grass, which again opens him up down here. But Pazzi can do nothing about it. Crumpets as well got really good straight line speed. We've got good straight line speed. Who do you think, if you had to take a pelt though, who are you excited to see drive on the next game?
I'm excited to see all of the drivers drive on the next game. Because I don't single out one driver in SFR. Because what's the point in singling out one driver in SFR?
I want to see me drive. I want to see me drive. And then
well, I want to see you finish the season, but at the same time.
That's not going to happen.
Then you're not having your seat. You're not having your seat then if you're going to finish the season.
I'll be
under pressure.
The Paul di Resta.
Paul di Resta did 3 seasons.
Oh, he was my favourite driver. I remember, I think it was Singapore
11, 12 and
2011.
13.
I think it was Singapore 2011. He was driving the HRT, I think.
Drove the Force India.
Well, that white, green, and yellow, orange
Yes.
thing. I thought that was the HRT.
No! It was the
don't know.
Force India.
See
Pazzi into pit lane.
Surely for some ultra softs. But, yeah, I thought that was... Sorry, man. I apologise for my lack of knowledge.
No, the HRT in 2012, in 2011 was a checkered flag print.
Ugh. That sounds
That's
horrible.
Lee's favourite car of the era, so don't say that. Lee loves that car.
Oh no, it's a great car. No, but yeah. Interestingly, mate, 9 cars remain, but it's not been without its action, as there's a bunch of gaps between cars. But GA though on Pazzi, he's not going to DRS here, and I think Pazzi will slowly leave him due to tyre difference. But GA's going to get one bout of DRS here to possibly stay with Pazzi. Interesting though, mate, do you think Crumpets could go to the end?
Oh, Centre Crumpets. Centre Crumpets on the tyres. We haven't seen the driver go further. We can see what he wants to do. We have, oh crikey, here we go. 8 laps worth of racing left in this book for 2018 to say goodbye to this game. What can Centre Crumpets do? He's been making a lot of mistakes on these tyres. He might have ground them down and just caused too much damage to them to continue to the end. It will be a stretch though.
Right, well, there's no on-track battling. No offence, people, but there isn't. What do you think is the biggest improvement? So what they've added, what do you think is the biggest improvement for you?
I as I said, I raced on a base setup at Spa in multiplayer, and there are certain curbs that are still pretty evil, but as Gold Colours is going to have to get a move on now with 6 seconds added to his time, though I don't think that'll be a bit of a problem because right now we have Electro Dan who is possibly going to be fitting soon for a new set of tyres.
No, I think he's going to try and go to the end.
Oh, that'd be a mistake. But I was able to go Eau Rouge completely flat. No issues.
Is there going to be podium interviews with this one as well?
No,
or is there...
no podium interviews.
Because JB needs to go and cry after finding out my knowledge of F1. Anyway, we'll be back soon.
Nonetheless, as we go to 7 laps left of the race because I can't count. Gold Colours is our leader. Gold Colours is our leader in P1 ahead of Electro Dan in P2. Chengo Wow is in P3 and Lee Nell is in P4. A lonely race right now for the British driver. P5 is Laser Lord. P6 is Cinder Crumpets. P7 is C. Pasley, who's just got the fastest lap of the race. GA is in P8 and Smelly Badger is in P9. Drivers that will not make it to the flag tonight: Dr. Special Energy, Ryan Van Doom, Blood and Sands, Baz MK, Golden Crimson and Psychomich will not make it to the end of the race of the final farewell race to 2018 Formula 1.
Obviously, I'm not told, but I think, most of those guys, just not all of them, will be back next season. So I don't know if we've seen the last one, but again, I haven't been told. So
no, see Pasley out in Sector 2, where he's lost the rear end. And that's an unfortunate incident for the Irishman.
I'll tell you what, Lee now, he's pushing up on a podium here. He's closing up on his teammate.
We've not seen the list yet. The only driver that's seen the full list is Lee Nell, race director, who's compiling the list as we speak.
Well, yeah, I can tell you now that I'll be back, and I will finish an entire season this time. I swear, guys, I love you. The reasons why I've left have been very reasonable, but hopefully they won't pop up this year. I hope. But anyway,
Nell is getting closer and closer. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a battle on our hands in a few laps' time here, hopefully. Again, there's not much difference in the tyre, though, so chain game, it's just struggling.
That's why. See, Pasley saying that he was driving with no assists. Didn't clock that, even though I did mention about his braking assists.
Good man.
Yeah, I think you're alright with that. Well, you're alright-ish with the incident, but at the same time, you did good. You did better than I could have done on no assists, making it to what? Where were we, lap 31?
Yeah, I think so. He was out of 30. But, look at Lee now, we're getting a couple tenths again here. I give it 2 laps. I think we're going to see a showdown here between the Williams to end it. I never thought we'd take that. Well, considering real life, all they do is fight each other. That's actually quite apt.
Well, you can be faster than your other car.
It's quite sad, isn't it? Really.
Well, they tried to take a different route, which could have gone well, and unfortunately it went badly. Paddy Lowe has left the team. The centre crumpet into pit lane.
This is something you can teach me. What did they actually do?
Well, they do. They just went for a different approach with the aerodynamics, which they thought would pay off, and unfortunately didn't. The reason they had so much money, well, quote unquote money, is because of their good stint in 2014. So they were still living off the money right up until 2017. Then that car went down the toilet.
Anyway, Chengo Wow and Lee now getting very close together now.
That's scarily close. How much Lee caught up there? Is Chengo Wow risking a puncher right now? I mean, I think the person risking a question right now is Laserlord in P5.
If I was hit my box, he's got 25 seconds to crumpet.
Oh wait, did Chengo Wow have a flashing yellow fuel light earlier? Because is he scary low on fuel?
No,
Lee has 6 seconds worth of penalties, I've been informed.
I don't know how many chain games got there.
We can ask Steve Pasley, who's still in the lobby, to find out for me.
He's got 6 seconds. He's got 6 seconds as well. So this is genuinely battle on. Game on.
Lee now closer and closer to his teammate now. Williams are about to finish 3rd and 4th, but which way round will it be on the 33rd lap of this race?
Unless this battle goes right, but here comes he now. He's going to go around the outside. The small turn to the inside, though, as long as he can hook it round. This corner is very difficult to do so, though, so he goes for the cutback instead. He gives a much better exit to this teammate Chain Game, and here he comes. Doing this section, though, being on the outside is not where you want to be, but Chain Game, is he going to find it? He's going to try.
Almost contact there for the man running the Daniel Ricciardo tribute helmet. Lionel, though, scooping up and showing why he almost won the championship in Season 3. I'm going to keep saying that because I always like to remember who finished in second place. Though I can't remember who finished in second place in Season 2. Oops.
I think Chain Game's struggling.
Oh,
got
dear.
another penalty, yes, I think that's game, set, match. But, interestingly, Lionel's catching up to Electro Dan here. If Electro Dan's tyres are so bad, could Lionel be on for a second place? I don't know how many penalties Electro Dan's got, but I'll check for you now.
Well, we can find out anyway.
He's got two as well.
Lee's just going to keep going, but remember, he's going to see Benny go down the inside at turn 3. There's almost contact there. And there is contact. There's a little bump between the Williams there. And Leo's was sitting there going, listen to Claire. Don't hit me.
I think Claire's going to get involved with this. There's no stakes.
That's an aggressive move, and that's a very silly move from Chain Game. Wow.
It was a dummy, but
C. Pasley's. I'll still say it's silly. C. Pasley's saying that at least he got faster lap has just been taken away by Cinder Crumpets. So C. Pasley's going to feel very sad now.
I mean, I personally like a dummy, but not when it can cause the driver to go off track. I think that's a bit too far. But Lino got a terrible exit there. I don't really know what happened. And now his teammate Chain Game's all over the back of him. But the dirty air here is not going to help Chain Game on those old tyres. But Chain Game and Lino are going to go right to the end here, mate. And Electro Dan is probably just safe. It's probably. But here comes Chain Game on turn 1. If I was Leo, I'd back out, which he has done. He's gone, no, thank you. But he's going to try to get a run.
He won't have DRS though. Or will he have DRS? No, neither of them have DRS. No. And he crossed the line at the same time. But Lee losing out heavily on power.
No power. GP2 engine. No. But I tell you what, Electro Dan's being reeled in here.
I think that's it. As Electro Dan rescue a puncher here as we're on the 35th lap of the farewell F1 2018 race from SFR. It has been a brilliant run of the 2018 game. Codemasters eventually gave us a decent running game. Few issues that still arised, but nonetheless, this game gave us a good shout. Arised, I don't care. Lionel, who had a brilliant run in season 2 of the game, the second season on this game, season 4, struggled a bit more
I'll tell you what,
in season 3.
Electro Dan's going to get involved in this, catching him at a rate of knots.
Under pressure then, the Renault, can he stay in P2, or will this be a Williams 2 and 3? I think there's a lot of pressure on that Renault to finish where he is.
Same, and look at this. He's just getting caught up on the back straight. He's just lost 3 tenths there. There's going to be DRS for whoever's in third anyway. But
contact between the Williamses. The William I? That's it, I'll go William I. Under pressure, even more.
Both DRS!
They're both hunting down Electro Dan. It's Electro Dan's tyres, ready to go.
Tell you what here, this is about for P2 now, and Chain Game has got the better exit here. Is Electro Dan just going to walk away with this? Oh, he's kind of like tiptoeing. It's the car is.
Well, I'm going to have to interrupt you and take away from this battle for just a moment. Keep an eye on this. Don't shout though, because the last winner in a non-championship race, but the last winner on the 2018 game in SFR is Colours the God, crossing the line now. Colours the God finishes, but who's in P2? Is it Chain Game? Well, he's down the inside at the penultimate corner. There's even more contact. Big contact. Electro Dan out of the race. It is going to be a Williams 3 and 2 and 3. Sorry, and Lionel is second.
Is Laser Law going to pip Electro Dan? That'd be a shame.
No, I don't believe so. Laser Law finishing in 5th. Yes, he does.
Laser Law gets him. And Cinder Crumpets is miles away. And Sonny Badger. He had that weird glitch with Blood and Sands. I don't remember that.
I don't remember it too much.
But they were like a combined monster.
What an exciting finish. And that does show off what happened in the 2018 stint in the SFR
it's going to get
season.
8th though. Is penalties going to get involved?
Penalties going to get involved. Spenny Badger is finishing in a moment's time, and he finishes in 8th place, but so no change.
Congratulations, good job, guys. Thank you, Codemasters, for actually a decent game. I know it gets a lot of hate, but this game wasn't awful.
It's just a bit of fun, mate. So there it is.
Lee said in the chat he enjoyed that Chain Game, so respect to the two of them, even though.
Gold Colours bringing up there. You want a race? He finally won a race in SFR.
That's good omen going into next season if he's there.
That truly is. And look at that, Ferrari on top. Is this what's going to be in 2019 in season 5 of SFR? We'll find out for pre-season testing in a couple of weeks.
After the commercial break. Surprise! What F1 today I did.
So here are our finishers, as everyone gets a penalty. Here are our finishers tonight on the non-championship race. God Connors is finishing in P1 ahead of Lee Nowell in P2 and Che Guevara in P3. Laser Lord in P4, Electro Dan in P5, Cindy Crumpus in P6, GA is in P7, Smelly Badger is in P8. People who did not finish this race were Steve Pasley, Dr. Special Energy, Ryan Van Doom, Blood and Sands, Baz MK, Gordon Crimson and Psycho Mitch, who did not make it to the flag. But what a good race. I really enjoyed that race.
It was good fun. I do enjoy my trivia of not knowing stuff.
I need a stronger coffee.
I don't like strong coffee. I like it quite weak. Good caramel latte. It's nice. Starbucks is better than Costa as well.
Can't remember where I was going with that. That is it. That is I promise now, this is the final race on 2018 for SFR. But that was it. That 2 seasons on this game. 4 champions crowned. This game has given SFR a lot. It hasn't always been the best game. It hasn't been the worst game though. So nonetheless, I think
when is a game always running on its best? So we have to say thank you to the drivers that took part in the contests here on this game. You know, the ones that stick with us. We thank you for staying around, and the ones that are departing. We wish you best in your racing future, and we hope that you can come back sooner rather than later. And if you don't, then we thank you for your services. But before I go, I know I said this in our mini review, but I don't know if it got taken down or whether you guys have watched it. I just want to say thank you to the man who is somewhere in the country. Who with me? I know we joked that we're in Austria, but he's been a good inspiration for me over this game. This game's been, when I started commentary, so I just want to say thank you to him as well. Thank you to Lee, who owns the league. I think that comes from me and JB both.
Lee, to clear that up, Lee does not own the league. Lee inherited the league, but we run it as a consortium. So Lee, me, Mike Bundy, C. Pasley, and Dot Special Energy, we all run it as a consortium, and to make the league as good as it can be.
I apologise for my lack of knowledge.
No, it's all right, mate. The reason I interrupted you with that is because that's actually a genuine. That lots of people assume that Lee is because Lee is the most active. I'm gonna sort of interrupt you for a second and just say my thank yous to about Lee, because Lee has actually made SFR fantastic for the last 2 seasons. He's almost single-handedly run this. I only came on board at the end of the 2017 run, and it really shows that Lee is knowing what he's doing. There's ups, there's downs, but Lee is truly a lad. That's why I call him very strict to Lee now.
Yeah, and again, I know I said it already, but on a personal note, thank you, JB. It's been a pleasure being in the box with you. I can't wait to do it next season, on the next game, seasons to come, because I'm still quite young and I'm ready to go. But thank you to you. You've been a pleasure to be in the box with. I know I piss you off at times, but respect.
Nonetheless, it has been a brilliant season. Thank you to all of the drivers that didn't complete the season. That's fine. Well, hopefully we'll see you next season.
All I want to say is I gave JB a lovely little speech there. He didn't even go, "You're all right." He just skipped on. Didn't say anything about me. That shows the relationship here.
He brought it up. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm just going to ignore him for a minute. Thank you to all the drivers that joined us. I might get emotional for a second, because thank you to all the drivers that joined us for the 2018 run of SFR. 2019 game, I genuinely, on a personal note, 2019 is really fun. It's really enjoyable. If you're not sure about rejoining League Racing, or if you're not sure about League Racing in general in 2019, please pick it up, have a try, because the game's genuinely fun to play with. There's lots of things to do with it.
And it works. It works as well.
Right now it works. Right now, because Code Monsters have a tendency to fix something and then break something else. So right now it works. So for God's sake, pick up the game, get signed up early before it breaks again.
Yeah, as well. But again, my sentiment about the drivers as well. Thank you to everyone that's been on the track with me. everyone that I've commentated on, everyone that's been in the other tiers, the Premier Division or whatever division I didn't commentate on this season. Thank you to all the drivers that came along. Thank you to everyone that runs the league. Thank you to all the viewers as well. I think that's a big thing we have to say, because I know a lot of the people that watch the drivers, but if any of you are just purely viewers, then I want to give a huge thank you to you as well, because you are the people that we do this for, your entertainment, and we thank you for enjoying.
So, the next time you will see SFR lighting up the YouTube channel will be in a couple of weeks' time for pre-season testing. Once everyone's comfortable with it, we will then once pre-season testing is over, there will be a period of time where we get everything sorted. Then we will be heading to Australia for round 1 for the first of 21 rounds of the 2019 game. In that time, drivers will have... Pardon?
Hopefully this time I can win more than just Australia, but I'm happy.
Hopefully this time we can make it to 21 rounds.
I've never been part of a 21-round season, so I joined at the end of the season beforehand, but I've never started a 21-round season. So.
In that time, drivers will be awarded their cars and what car they will be in. Obviously, that will be all done by the admin teams, but again, it will be worked out. We will all do it fairly, as always do. If you're curious about what car you may be in, well, wait and see, and that will pop up soon. If you're curious about what your favourite driver will be, if you are a viewer of the stream, well, keep an eye on the Twitter, because I will be announcing driver names for each team on the Twitter. So follow Twitter at SFRPS4. Again, going to be really awkward when we do, or if we do a transition to the PlayStation 5. Thank you to the previous runner of the Twitter for doing that to me. But yeah. One word though, Alex, for 2018 for the SFR seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got one?
Let's put on the spot. Breathtaking, I think, because this league's gone from strength to strength, and there's been many factors. There's a lot of things that go into this. I know it just seems on the basis it's just people hanging out, but if I'm going, there's a lot of organisation. There's a lot of people behind making sure it runs. There's a lot of people that sort out the arguments. There's commentators like me, JB, there's other people like that, the people that run the league. The drivers themselves have to put the effort in for practice and stuff that really push themselves to the limit. So it's been a breathtaking machine to be a part of.
It has been a brilliant season, a brilliant game to run on, barring the little issues. Next game, we're hoping for safety cars, maybe a little bit less red flags, but we're hoping for some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you join us in a couple of weeks' time to have a first look at the 2019 SFR stint. Thank you, Alex, for joining me tonight on the Farewell stream.
No problem at all. We met on this game, and I don't think I'll forget it.
Don't think I will either.
For many different reasons, though.
For the final time, that dress you wore at that first meeting, I'm glad I stole it.
Barca Brazil will be my favourite memory.
That's going to be tattooed on you. For the final time on the 2018 game, have a very nice time, and I will see you next time. Ta-ra, guys.
See you later, guys.